Alright, welcome guys. We're back again with SinTopia, and going to be trying to sort of rattle on through the rest of this challenge. Now if we go back to challenge, continue last game, yeah, so this is just the same as loading the last game, which is cool. Now, actually, I did get some, just as I was leaving yesterday, not yesterday, the day before, I did get some feedback on what I could be doing a bit differently, and so I actually have done that. It is paused at the moment. So what I've done is I've now changed these, just so if you've been watching this series and sort of thinking, okay, look, what's going on? I needed to have, they come in through this way. The default is to go through B. And so C was the rules that we actually had, and what it was suggested was instead of using deviance as what we're trying to sort of then go and set up, instead actually make it so that if the actual total, actually this is a bit different. Let's have a bit of a look at this one through here. This one here is any sin. So any one sin, if any one sin is greater than 35, 50 is deviancy, 35 is still high. So, if any sin is over 35, channel them down this way, which means we're no longer looking for deviance, we're looking for over 35s. So similarly, back into here, if any sin over 35, continue on through. Otherwise, head back out up to the overworld. And in this case, we then have to just do every single individual one, so that we, instead of having deviance for wrath, we have any wrath over 35 go this way. Any lust go this way, etc., etc. So then we've got this one here as well, where we've got sloth coming back down through A, and B is going to be heading off down towards, this is actually pride. So we've got the various ones that we're sort of dealing with at the moment, and then we've got one at the back end here, which is gluttony. So we actually don't have greed yet, which we may have to sort of have a bit of a look at. But anyway, that's sort of... So all of it, that means we should be making use of these a lot more, and then earning a lot more purgadollars in through here. So we've still got a fair bit of time, and we've got 21 heroes as well. So actually it's now unpaused. I'm not sure when it unpaused, but anyway, that's okay. So they're now just sort of wandering off, doing their thing. In terms of the characters we've got, hi Began, how are you going? In terms of the characters, we do actually have, so here for example is an actual, is a deviant. So the deviant, this is a pride deviant, and so he should, we'll just monitor this one, he should actually just, because he's over 35 with this one, he's going to hit that point, head down that way, and he's agitated because he's next to the lava, straight through, and then we should have him come down this way, straight through again, and then off to the pride area, and then back around again. So anything that, now we've got these are the saints, so all the saints are now just sort of being queued up in here. We have been able to process these fairly well. I think we've now gotten, yes, Tenru still at 38, so Tenru will just have to sort of sit and wait and just get this holy patience down just by being in this little loop. But things I think are going fairly well in here. We do actually have another deviant there. Actually, where is it? If I can get hold of it. This one's a bad one, actually. So we're just going to wait for these to be processed, and then they'll sort of head on down. So what we don't want is any demons just yet. So that one is heading in. Now this is one where it's just over 35 there for lust. So at least we'll start to make use of these, which will be helpful. So we've still got 11 deviants as such. We've got 7 cultists, so the cultists have gone down. I might actually just open up this one through here. Hi Resmelin, how are you going? And just go back to our cultists and just have a look and see. We've got the deep pockets, which gives me a lot of faith coins, which allows me then to sort of do things on the above world. Paper powered, so improve the various effects of your spells. Yeah, we might look at that one later on, but this one increases the amount of spells. Yeah, that's not going to do it as well. This is actually spell casting. This is fanatical cultists. So makes them better at what they do. We might have a look at the cultists as well. So awesome offerings, and also we've got Devil Tongued, increase the Humu's influence vulnerability. So make them more vulnerable to being influenced. And got the HIA preserves this building preserves the level of influence of souls for the next life. I'm liking where the money is now, so we can get these sorts of buildings. This is only 5 to grab one of these. That might be worth doing, I think. We've got nothing waiting anymore. Yeah, I don't know yet. Let's just have a bit of a think about this. We'll just go back to some of the other ones. We still don't have greed or envy, so we've still got 2 more buildings we are going to have to deal with at some point. Punishers. Your feeble demons. If the deviancy gets any higher, we're going to have to then look at that one there again, I think. Just leave that one where that is. I might as well spend some of these. Increase the speed effect given by fear and motivation. Well, that's a bit of a no-brainer, actually. We'll grab that one there. Just gives a 10% boost along, which is going to then help our money as well. Can lock a specific spin to the treated soul, treating it forever from ever changing. Yeah, so we don't want to be doing that one as such. This is not something that we need to be doing with what we've got. Attrition warfare. Oh, hang on, this one's a good one as well. We're getting too many saints. So let's go and do that one there, and just sort of bring these down a little bit. Makes holy patience easier to remove from saint souls. I can do that a second time. I don't think I'll worry about it too much. Anyway, we'll leave those where they are. We've got increased resources as well. This building reduces the total upkeep due at dawn for each work cycle. The upkeep reduction resets at dawn. So some of these would actually be useful. Like that's actually, I might grab that one just while we're here. This one is just going to help because we've got so many different demons now that are sort of well, not demons, imps, which are sort of doing their job. So Began saying, did I ever die when I was AFK and needed a new guy, or am I still running around? I think you're still running around. I think. I did go through them last time, actually. I'm just going to put my air conditioner on. I'll be right back. All right. So, hang on, we've still got 9 to spend if we need to. I don't think we'll worry about this one so much. Sort of, I would like to get more cultists, and I would like to sort of lock that in with this building here. It's just that it's going to be a net drain on what we're doing. Let's just go and have a quick look at the actual characters first. So let's just go to the stats. So all of these starred ones, all of the name characters are in here now. Began is still only got 1 cycle. You only had 1 cycle, but you're down to 4 health now. So you are pretty, yeah, you're not going to be around for much longer. Same with the orangutans as well. So you're still actually through here. Falcons is just on his way through now. That's the old king. So you've actually hit deviancy as well. Lust deviancy. So that's Began. Is a cultist as well. Some of these have actually now lost their cult status, actually. Ooh. You know, I think I might actually go and tweak that a little bit. And sort of just get those sorts of numbers back up. You know, I think I will actually reserve. Yeah, did we get that other building? No, we didn't. Let's go and grab that one now as well. Just to keep the level of influence there, just so we don't lose it. All right, so let's go back into just building the different bits and pieces down into here. So if we just go and have a quick look and see what we've got a overworld influence. This is the HIA Bureau. Now we've got money to spend with this one. So destabilizing human society. So this building preserves the level of influence of souls for their next life. It does cost 500 per slot. We also have this one here, impish resources. This building reduces the total upkeep due at dawn. The upkeep reduction resets at dawn. So now if I go and grab that one, is there a area of influence? Not really, actually. It's funny, it sort of shows areas there. Well, that's actually that building there. I think, well, that building would then be associated with back in here, but I'm going to be ultimately needing this, like some slots back into here. I could actually place that one down in there. That could be something that we just sort of have, so that's actually being influenced by that location. We've got another one back out here as well, but I don't really want it back out there. So, yeah, so I think we'll just go and throw this one. Actually, what else have we got down this way? We've got another... Well, actually, this is probably a good spot for it, just to put some of these other sort of just generic type buildings back in around this other side. Yeah, I might just I'll just keep it away from the lava, and just rotate that one around, and it doesn't really need to be doing much at all, to be honest. So that's actually so that one is just going to be, well, essentially it's still going to, whoever's manning it is going to be helpful in over through here. And we have another one as well, so that's the impish resources. So reduces the total upkeep due at dawn. The upkeep reduction resets at dawn, so there we go. So we should end up, ultimately that should end up paying for itself. I think we've got like a big enough area now, and we've got this one here as well, the HIA Bureau. So we'll just go and throw that one in as well. And again, I don't really want it too close to the other bits and pieces. I can just sort of leave it back in here. That'll do. That means we're away from the demotivation of the lava. All right, we need to now connect the roads up and put other things back in through there. So we'll just go back into the imp roads in this case. There we are, that's fine. So they can just sort of move across, and this one as well. All right, now this one here requires a secretary imp. Okay, so just another one in through there, and this one here requires another one as well. So we'll just go back into this side, go to staff. Yep, so we've got one in through here. This is actually plus 25% movement speed.
I mean, what do you expect?
Chuck you in there. And now that will then refill. So these are fairly cheap. This one here reduces the imp's wage by 10, less work speed. This one here reduces the imp's wage. It has an extra break time. Oh God, no, that's all right. I think we're still actually okay. And we've got Drama Queen. It's a bit expensive. I'll yeah, it's got slightly less work speed. Will that matter much? Let's just throw that one in.
If that pleases you.
Alright, so hopefully we'll ultimately see these go down, this upkeep. So that should start to sort of, now we've still got a half a day before that one really does kick in. Now we've got this one here, missing road connection. Whereabouts is that? Oh, did I miss? Must have missed there. Oh, hang on, what's that? Oh, is this actually different again? This one, I think, processes deviants. Oh, sorry, I don't know what this one actually does do. Yeah, souls treated here will keep their current influence when starting their next life. Right, okay, so we have to actually channel through the various cultists in here. So we only have, yes, we have the secretary back through there. Alright, so we don't want that where that is. So in that case, we'll just go and bulldoze all of these, and we get all of our money back because we haven't unpaused the game. So that one just goes into there. And again, I think I'll just pop it over the side here. And so we'll... it's 80 seconds for the treatment. So in terms of this one, this is only 18 seconds. Yeah, we don't want to be... Well, actually, maybe I shouldn't have bothered getting this one. These ones do take a bit of time. Alright, so we'll move that one across. Yeah, I can just pop it in here, I guess. Actually, let me just move it over one more. That way we get that benefit there. This thing goes back out into this location, and then I can just use this one here. So create rule for A. If influence. So if the influence, the amount of influence on a soul cast spells around who moves to raise their influence at high level. So that's all we have is just influence. If it's greater than 50, I think we'll actually just try to keep anyone that's greater than 50. So we'll apply that one, and then we'll just build the road. So soul road. There we are. So that will then just be any... Now, there may end up being a bit of a list here, but we'll see how we go. I could actually even make it... Oh, no, that's going to be okay. I'll just leave it where that is. That way we should be able to preserve our cultists a little bit. So, yep, so Nameless is saying that, yeah, that building processes souls. There's 2 entrances. I'm mistaken. No, you're not mistaken. I was mistaken. All right, so that's actually sort of now all set up. So this little area is now sort of working fairly well. We do actually have the this one here. It doesn't do anything other than just process stuff. So let's just unpause now and see how we go. So these are now all sort of coming through. They're not overly sort of deviant. This one here will just be processed as per normal. This is good. We're sort of generating good money here. Now, what else have we got? We've got Saints on the Rise. We've now got 23. Ooh, that's not good. Actually, I will, when I get enough heroes, I think I'll wait till I got 10, and then I'll actually go back through and try to get that sorted a little bit as well with the Saints. Make them a bit more susceptible to being changed. Warband is going to war. We've only got 6 soldiers. Let's have a look and see where they're going. So the Rangers are here. So what are they going to be attacking? What's around here? They've crossed the river. We've dealt with what was up there. There's a largish area. This is actually Corruption Stone. Corrupts the reign of humans until they become deviants. So there's corrupting people. Yep, so we've got another one that's now been corrupted. Rolf Proudbelly, and is being corrupted here with Pride. So I don't know if that's what they're going to be attacking. Waiting for a warband. But for what? There's nothing here to attack. Oh yes, there is. There's this. Okay, that's what they'll be attacking. The wargs. And then we've got the big tier 3 Gwarker camp back over there as well. That's all sort of randomly done with the way that one sort of gets set up. What do we got up there? Now it looks like we've reserved this spot for something. I think we've just reserved it for the future. That might be just ultimately for a lumber camp. And in here, there's nothing much there. Again, we can keep on building on all of these different things. Let's have a bit of a look and see what we actually have. Alright, so we'll just keep on watching a little bit as things sort of develop. Let's just go back and have a quick look at the stats. Yeah, so there's no one really for us to ban just yet. So we'll just keep on waiting. Yeah, it's a shame about these losing their abilities. Anyway, let's unpause. I think we'll just go back and watch. Might just go back through the deviancies. This one here is dangerous. This is Grimwald. That one's getting dangerous. This is greed. We don't actually have a way to process greed. So it's we're going to have to watch this one. It's got a lot of hit points as well. That one's getting up there as well. We're going to have demons fairly soon, I think. These are all getting lower and lower. That's okay. This one here is a worry. The one that we have in here now. So this one is being processed. I'm not sure if deviants actually get processed properly in here. I think for some reason it doesn't actually work. We didn't see any actual faith coins coming in, or did we? Now this one is going to slowly get more and more, but it won't be enough to cause deviancy just yet. It'll go near the fire and then just sort of rattle on through. Uh-oh, I didn't really want it going in there. This one is actually a... oh, you know, where is this one here? Oh no, that's right. Yeah, this is fine. So Warmer Strong Belly is actually a is a cult member. I did that one correctly, didn't I? Yeah, if that's over 50. So we will process this one. Unfortunately, it's just going to wait and delay a little bit of extra time. Loyalty test. So all this one does is just cement the ability to be a cult member. Lost another cult member. Actually, the fact that we've lost one, just go back into here. Alright, we're getting a better in through here now as well. So this one here is Smartass, Sim for the month, so plus 100 experience gained or minus 20% break time. Plus 100 experience given to employees met in the restrooms. Deviant Hater, plus 5 purge from the highest sin when treating deviant souls. You know, I think I might do this one here. So we're up to level 3 there with that one. Let's have a look at these. The only 3 soldiers are still, former warband, 3 are still alive. Are they moving off? Not sure what they're looking at. Who knows? So I think there are 2 problems with the HIA Bureau. One, the motivation regular just gives plus 30 motivation, where the lava gives minus 75. I thought we were far enough away from the lava. Where did you see that? I'm not seeing that one. Not sure where that would be. Oh, you're right. It's depressed. I'm not sure where you're seeing it though. Yeah, the fear squares with the overlay icon right, top right. Yeah, actually that's true, that's true. It's a good way to do it, actually. This is a very good way to do it. Alright, so let's go and change this one then in that case. So we are just hitting that there. Okay, that's great. Thank you for that. This one here unfortunately is connected. That's connected. We should actually might be able to tweak a lot of these and make them work a little bit more effectively. So they're all okay on that side. We do have a problem in here, but I'm not really going to be able to change that one as such, and this one here as well. The only way I'd be able to change that would be to move it way over here. So we want the motivation back in here. So we've got the yeah, so we've got a few different issues here, and we do need to start to tweak these. If I go and throw that one up to there. Now that's one, the door is still actually okay there. Go to the Soul Road and make that one go into there. And this one as well. Alright, so we're getting motivation in there now. Motivation in there, that's all fine. I don't know if we need the motivation in here, but anyway, we don't actually have it, so that's okay as well. That one's fine. These aren't. So we might tweak these a little bit, actually. Have a look at this guy here. Yeah, so he's very demotivated, very depressed, just because he's next to the lava. And similarly here, like what I can do with this one is just tweak this one a little bit. So if we just go back across and just move it away. Just see where we can move it to. So I can move it into there. Alright, then we just need to reconnect those roads. And that will have the actual characters moving fairly quickly. Yeah, okay, yeah, so that one now should, as you're saying, it should actually, yeah, so the treatment duration now is halved, actually. That's pretty cool. That's very, very cool. Alright, so yeah, we want to get this one up and running. I don't know if I can get double motivation. I don't think I can. I think if it's motivated, it's motivated. And similarly down through here, now we're not treating anyone here just yet, so let's go back to this one as well. And move this building down. So we'll move that one down to there. Does that give it enough out? I think that works. So the Lust Doctor is, so this is the lust area through here. Where does that one go? Oh, that was coming back from the other one. Alright, so we can ditch all this. So we might have to sort of restructure some of these things. So what do we have on this one here? Let's just have a quick look and see. So C was lust. So this is actually where we did split lust off. And that's now lust there. But this is no longer any good. I need to move that one up. Move that one down. Get rid of that. Alright, so we can bring lust in. Well, I can actually just have lust come off here. That's probably going to be an easier thing to do. So let's not bother with lust there. So we'll just have purely wrath at that point. That will then sort of move through. Now, what is going on there? This was a way out, which we no longer need as well. So we don't need that one anymore. Okay. And then we've just got the, so we'll just come back down into here. So this one's going to go off to the other one as well. Actually, do we need to worry about much else? Not really. It's just this one here and this one over here. I could switch this one to the other side. Maybe I'll do that. Just for a bit of expediency. And ditch that one. Get the road. And this one here, we want to make that into a crossroad. Just so it's got the one way around, and then we just move this road across as well. There we are. So that's now repositioned that one. And the other thing I could do here would be to shuffle. This one I think only just misses. So I'm actually going to check where the deviant in the HIA building goes, along with when he leaves. The dispatcher might send him in again. Oh, you're right. You're right. Actually, very, very good point. Because that's an extremely good point. Extremely good point. All right, we're going to have to change that. Is that the same one? It is. He's back here again. Now he's already been processed, hasn't he? So in that case, let's ditch that one. I don't know where he ends up. I think he ends up back in here. Yeah. All right, let's get him past us before we end up sort of doing much else. So we'll, yeah, that's a great point actually with what you just said there. So we're just going to go and get this one here, rotate this one around. How can I do this to make it so that it actually works? If I do it that way, and I'll just ditch this area here. And we'll just leave it there where it is for a second, and then actually I'll just do the exit. God, that was that was just a constant loop, wasn't it? Thank you for that one. I'll just get rid of this. Just so we're looking at the actual one again. So that reconnects that back of it up there, but not the front. So we have another deviant in here as well. All right, let's just have another look at this one through here. So this one is, so A, what can we do there? Disable rules, there we go. So we can just disable it for now and then wait for it to get past us. All right, and in fact that way I can just connect this Soul Road back up as well. All right, so that should now be all motivated. Actually not quite yet. If I could just go and click on that one, I can just move that one across. That now motivates both of those buildings. Nice, and we just want to get rid of this as well. All right, a lot of changes there. Saints are all being processed. They're no longer, we'll just go back and put this, what else have we gotten through here? Sin intensity. Not sure what that's actually showing us. And we have influence as well. Yes, we can sort of see these guys here have got influence. So, how far off are we here? We're still okay. It's still 87. I don't think it'll go into full-on problems just yet. So we'll leave that one where that is, and just go back. Yeah, that's a good point. I should have been looking at that. I should have been micromanaging this a little bit more than what I was. Now we've still got to set this one up as well. So Soul Road, coming back up this way and leaving, so that one's fine. And we need to get the other one in here. So we'll just go back in, get a Soul Dispatcher there. And actually, I wonder if I shouldn't do this one a bit differently. No, that should still be okay. And so in this case, we're just going to have, this one is the, what is that one there? Gluttonologist. Glutton and Greed. So that's going to be A. Yep, so create rule. If the sin value, and it's going to be not any sin, this is going to be glutton. Gluttony is greater than 35. Move off this way, apply. And otherwise, it won't just be lust. I'm going to ultimately have to go and build other things in here as well. Ooh, look, in that case, what I'm going to do is I'm going to... gosh, I'm not really able to do much in here. If I move everything back a little bit again, let's just have another quick look at the fear motivation. It's not going to worry me moving this one back. Sorry, let's just tweak this a little bit more. So place that one back there. And that does change what we can then do in here. I've still got a little bit extra that way as well. So I'll just place that one across there. Yep, but I can now tweak these off to have other things switch in around the other side. Oops, it's gone and done that again. So this road here. Soul Road across, and that one straight back up. Remove this. So Charank has subscribed. Thank you very much for that one, Charank. Very much appreciated. So wanted to get another shirt but cannot log into your merch shop. Oh, really? That should be up and running. Just let me double check that. Have a quick look and see. So it should just be shop.DasTactic.com. Yeah, it's up and running. Not sure what the problem is there. Sorry, Charank. So, hi, Mr. Jazz. How you going? Yeah, because I've just made these two here, which are brand new. So polo shirts and embroidered gold caps, but which I've and I ordered them without any real issues. So hopefully that's sort of working. So Minds are saying, how's this game so far? It's incredibly good. It's just amazingly good. Like it's as a game, it's just brilliant. So we've got so this one here. I can now go and change everything around. So let's go and because we've still got a couple more that we have to then go and do. So it's going to be gluttony going off that way. Let's go and make C is going to be the sin value is going to be lust. If lust is greater than 35, move that way, apply. Get the soul road into here. All right, and then we just need to go and connect this one back up to the back end. Now we could still build another one back out there if we had to. So we do want to avoid this area here. The other thing I could do would be to put this in here. Now this one's no longer connected. That is pride. Let's have a quick look and see what happens in through here. Yeah, if pride is C. Let's just go and build this road. Alright, so that's now connected. And so I can move that building, because that won't matter that much. And then I can put another one in here if I have to. Let's just wait until we have another one that's actually not something we can process easily. If we start to sort of see... actually, what I will do is just move... I'll just have another road heading off this way, which will be the default. And so this one here is going to be B, will be the fallback exit. And we'll just make sure that way we can just test to see if there's anything else we need to sort of get tweaking there. Greed is something we are going to have to process soonish, I would think. I could move all of the, I could shuffle all of these along now. Actually, let's just go and have another quick look at this one here. So let's just do a bit of a reshuffle here as well. And that should then bring this one back out away from the problem area that we have. Is that still going to work? Yep, that's out now. All right, that means I can get more motivation. This one's not motivated positively. Just throw that one in there. So she's not going to be motivated as such. Alright, so we had a road in here. We're just going to have to go and delete some of these as well. And they're going to have to come back around the other side. Actually, I could still... No, I can't do anything with that. I don't know what happens at the back there. They all connect up. I'll just get rid of this one. Let's make sure this all goes in. Delete these other little areas, so that's all clean all the way through there. So saying, okay, use the address on YouTube. Well, what have I got? I don't know what I've got on YouTube actually. Maybe I've got the wrong address. Yeah, it should just be shop.dastactic.com. So let me have a look at that. Have I got, maybe I've got an old address. Actually, I'm not going to be able to see it just yet. I'll have to double check that. I might have to double check that one there. So shop. I'll do that for when I finish. All right. Yeah, sorry about that. Oh, damn. Can I undo? What did I just do? Oh, damn it. I just... that's not what we wanted. Okay, so I've just destroyed this building. We'll just go back in and do that one again. So I was saying, hi everyone, could someone please explain what the warband is in context of this game? I thought it was a soul filtering system. There's two games basically in one. There's the, we have a warband is on the overworld. I'll show you in just a second, just let me finish. I'm running ahead of myself and I'm screwing things up badly. So just let me do this. And then we should have an imp now that is needing a job. Sorry, I'll just get this one sorted, otherwise I'm going to screw this up. They're all connected that way. There's nothing else through there. I've got to double check all this. Alright, we need to get the road back again. And then back out this way. So it's a long way around, and I just need to make that into a crossing, just so that when they go one way or another, they come back that other side. So we'll go to the overworld in just a second, but we did have an imp that is that possibly will be sitting around in here now. Got two imps. Pick up. One here is reduces wages and +5 purge from the highest sin. Yep, that's okay. We'll pick him up, throw him back in that other building. Now it looks like we must have another building that's missing an imp. He's okay. They're all okay. I'm not sure where this guy's from. He costs a lot. I'll be wanting him somewhere. Not sure where I lost him from. I only accidentally deleted one thing. Just unpause. Yeah, that one's actually okay. I'll just double check everyone. You've got an operator there. Operator there. These have all got operators in them. I have got no idea where he's from. Operators in all of these as well. So they're all just doing their work. I think we're ready to go here. So yeah, the way it works, so I'm not sure where he is. I'll have to just try to remember that he's actually sitting around and we can actually make use of him. So the game is played in two parts. You've got, this is where they process sins. So we actually have, this is a management game on the bottom here. Now, I just got to make sure that these, the ones that we had, oh, there we go. We've just gotten, another one is just finished off being a saint, which is good. That one there is okay. Just double check that these are these big ones that we were trying to get rid of. That one's not as big. This one here, yeah, this is the one, 87. So this one here is where we've got the influence, so that's actually fine. This will then be coming down to get processed and sort of expunged of the sins. So anyway, so this is all about processing sins. What we end up doing through here is basically trying to earn these purgadollars by processing the sins, and then we have an upkeep cost for the purgadollars as well. Actually, sorry, that was a secretary down in through there. That's okay as well. So that's essentially what the loop is in through this other side, where we've got different buildings, and then we've got an above world. If I go and zoom all the way out, so you can sort of see there, this is hell that we've been building down in here. So this is actually the management game. And then the above, this is the above world, where we've got, so I zoom back out again. So this is actually what's happening on the overworld, this is a god game. So we don't have direct influence up in through here. We do have spells though, and spells will then actually cause influence on the overworld. It's a bit sort of complex. I do have information there as well. Sort of shows the objectives that we actually have in through this other side as well. So we've got to try to get certain harvesters, for example. These are all the different points we get if we achieve certain things. We do actually have a thing where we actually have wrath. We should be getting a lot of wrath, but we're just not. So even though we've got we've like the humus, which are on the above world, have got they're susceptible to wrath, but hasn't really sort of played in much. This is the, so we've got the humus, are the ones that are alive. The souls, we've got 28 souls in hell at this stage. The average sinometer is 84, that's total sins. The highest sin is pride. And so we can then sort of see the scope of what the actual game is. There's a lot of different ways of playing the game. And there's a lot of different missions as well. So we've got different objectives. Ultimately, we need to kill off 300 humus. And so at this point in time, I've been saving up these what are called faith coins. Faith coins are used to then cast spells. So, for example, this zap spell will actually then go and do, it'll do 60 damage. It's going to cost me 20 faith coins to do one of these, and anyone that watches it will then pick up between 1 and 10 sort of influence and become more susceptible to becoming cultists. So it's fairly, the layers upon layers in this game are very, very complex and very, very, very well done, like the balance of it. The overall, this world here, we don't say, build a farm here and build like a barracks there. You can see there, this is actually where the barracks are. So we actually have like a group that is now marching off. So this group in through here, this is actually that little warband. And so they're now marching off towards the group. So we've got a group with a saint in there as well. The saints can randomly sort of come. This one's quite strong. So yeah, we've got that one through that side. Then we've also got these rangers as well. So these are also just waiting. And so what they're doing is they're looking at this particular warg camp in through here, this warg lair, which is, and so there are still 4 wargs in this location. And so what will happen is when this warband arrives there, and again, we don't have any control over this, they'll just go and start to attack this, and ultimately, if they win, they'll then kill off the wargs, but also then destroy the warg lair itself. And then this is actually a building location where the town, and there's a building location here, for example, another one over here. There's a few of them, another one over here. So this is where they'll start to sort of build things. They've built, for example, a little fishing village in here. So we don't have any control over what they build, not directly anyway. So the way when they build things, I'm not seeing the leader there. I'll just go back into the actual leader. And so the leader, the king, is Clover Slowpoke, who is going to be asleep in his bed. So in here somewhere, in that house is where Clovis is, and so he actually has different, motivations. And so this one here is a wealthy bourgeoisie, and so he actually has strengths are that he wants to have merchants. He's wanting, so he is actually going to be is going to have a galvanized life path where the humus of this life path get alterations while the ruler is alive. So they end up getting extra health, extra speed. So the merchants are going to work much, much better. Reinforced markets, he's going to end up with sort of like stronger buildings for markets, and fair trade in through here as well. All humus are more susceptible to greed. So we're going to see more greed coming because of this king. And so we can sort of see down through there, we've got like the fair trade aspect there is promoting greed. And so he has ordered, the previous one he ordered was a house built somewhere in the village, and the next one he wants to build is a sawmill, and so that will be, and so that's just something that the king will just do automatically. If we don't like the king, we can kill it using these spells, and also if I'm trying to manage, like I'm just going to be careful of my my deviancy, because that will then create demons if we let it sort of go too far. So if I go and have a look at on the little symbols that we see through here, these are cultists that are trying to convert people across to the actual cult. We've only got 6 of them left at this point in time. Might just have a quick look and see. Yeah, we're just trying to convert them cult advertising. So they're trying to convert more people across to being cultists. So it's quite complex the way it sort of does work. It's actually very, very cool. You've got three parts to the day. You've got the night cycle, which is where essentially the Humus go into their houses, and in the game they just call it shabonking, which basically means that they end up making babies overnight, and so then we end up with a new influx of Humus every day, and so they can then sort of be allocated into different jobs around the place. So they come out of this egg location, and also as we process souls, they come back out of this location. So we're trying to process the souls, cleanse them of their sins, get the money from that in the management game, and then use the faith coins to. So I can actually, for this one here, for example, I can do. I may be able to help a little bit with this attack. The wargs don't actually have any protection from magic, so I can weaken them if I wanted to, but I don't really want to be honest. This thing here has got an anti-magic barrier around it, so I can't cast magic in there. And these are Gwarkers, and so these actually go on raids as well. We essentially lose the game if the temple falls. So if the temple gets destroyed by these raiding parties, then that's going to be a problem. So that's sort of where we are at this point in time. We should see, this one should be where the next lumberjacks will then sort of be formed, I would guess. I think there's another location for that. Back up in here somewhere. We've already got one of them here, actually. So this is a sawmill there. Yeah, so they're going to create another sawmill, is what they're up to. So each of the different buildings do different things as well. So this is insane. So it's a reincarnation racket then. The cleansed souls come back into the new population. Yes. So they get cleansed. And so we've got a DasDemption game going at the moment. And so I've got some named characters, and every time they keep on coming back, so every time they die, they end up essentially being brought back as like a new character. So, for example, Falklands was the king. He's in the process at the moment of going through hell. So he's actually being processed finally in here. So this is Falklands, the old king. This was death by heart attack ultimately. And so Falklands ended up being quite a deviant. So we've been cleansing all of his sins while he's been actually in hell. These are all their different sins, the 7 deadly sins. And so he's just slowly being cleansed, and until their sins are low enough. I really can't sort of see too many here that are all that low, but once they're low enough, they then go back out through here and then go back up and be resurrected again, back up to the top. But if they're low enough, this is how we also then end up getting saints. So the saints we have to put into a waiting queue and just make it so that they become super frustrated. So this one here is, they've got holy patience, so we just need to have them standing around in line. So Tenru, another named character, was a saint, or is a saint at this stage. So these are slowly sort of losing their patience. This one here has just lost his patience. This one will then sort of continue on back out through. And this one's at 36. Anything under 50 is going to can then create what's called heroes, which are coins we can then go and spend in hell to get other buildings. And we will need the greed building fairly soon. So we'll sort of end up building that over here somewhere, I think. So yeah, still got a bit to do. Still got a bit to do with everything. Anyway, let's and then we've got actual objectives, and the objectives can be random. So we've got we need to terminate 300 humus through anything other than just old age. So we can do that through like if they get attacked by wolves, that all counts. So we're just sort of slowly letting that come up. Eventually, I'll have enough spell power to just go crazy and finish them off. So, but at this stage, we're still trying to build them up so that we can actually then get rid of as many as possible when it's time. We've got harvesters back in through here as well. We've got 35 of 50. So harvesters gather food in farms. So that's just going to be a slow boil to see if we can pick up that one. Destroying the Humu's buildings. This one here is if they eventually there's going to be invasions come that it'd be very hard for us to stop, and that's when we'll pick up that particular objective very, very quickly. And crushing Humu's, I can do this whenever I feel like it, and I'm really just waiting for people to get close to becoming demonic. So that's our worst one there. That's the second worst one there, I think. And then we go back out. Then we've got one that's agreed, one that we're going to have to process at some point. So we'll and that one's asleep at this point in time. So yeah, it's a really, really cool game the way it does work. Let's go and watch this this attack. So these guys will then go in. The wargs will then come. So that's going to then cause so they're going to support. And these will get triggered as they get closer. In they go, charging in. So these have got a fair bit of health points. So they've dispatched one. Another one being dispatched. And then as these die, now I could help them, but I'm not going to bother, because every one of these guys that gets killed is ultimately another soul that we end up getting on it towards our victory. Here they come. So now they'll destroy the actual lair. It's a good job. So the rangers will just keep on going. Now we've got a Wrath. Guys, this guy here has just picked up Wrath. So with his with what he's doing, he's now got Wrath as one of his sins. So he's now become a deviant, and we've now gone from 13 to 14 deviants. So we have to sort of manage those deviants a little bit and then process them in hell before they become a problem. If the deviants go up to 100 points in a sin, they become a demon essentially, and then take over a portion of the world. And that then is sort of like towards the end spiral of the game. Which for us, ultimately, if we have like around about 200 Humus, that's possibly the way for us to win. Here they come. These guys have all just been born, so it's now dawn. So we've got all these new Humus, and we've got souls. This one here has just arrived. Often they take a little bit of damage as they pop out. Yeah, a little bit there. So Rennie Iron Faith, and you can see there lowish sort of amounts in through that other side. I've got a reward chest back over here. I might as well, I'm up to the maximum numbers through here, this side, so I will actually just go and zap these. What do we get this time? Heroes. So this gives me points I can then go and spend. This is good. We're actually making very, very good money now. We've sort of optimized hell to a large extent. I've still got a group there. Don't know what they're looking at. There's a war camp, a level 2. That'll probably be the next one that they attack, I would guess. So now the village is sort of operating, and again, we don't have any control. It's just a god game on this level. Now that one is... Now this, because we've processed the 2 prides that we had, if you have a bit of a look, we've got another pride there, another pride there. But we're not getting any, we don't have any more prides on the above world. It's gonna ultimately be in the underworld, I think. Yeah, here we go. So we've now got Warmest Strongbelly is still going through. This is the one that we actually had that was almost a demon, almost demonic with the pride aspect. It's still coming through though and processing. This one here is Grimwald, who is just been processed as well. Now we've got somebody in here that has just come through with greed. So we also have corruption tiles, and these also are adding to envy. So, and I don't think we've got an envy location yet either. So we're going to need to split off and sort of come back down around this other side. I might even avoid these tiles, because that's going to then increase the sins as they walk through those corruption tiles. So let's just go and build. Well, we've got 17 to spend now, so we do need to go and get greed, and we will need to get envy as well at some point. Let's just go back to the buildings, and which one is it? This one here. So greed and envy are the only two buildings we actually don't have. These only cost 5 each, but I'll just get the greedologist. And yeah, and so we'll just go through here, I guess. So we'll just go and position that building. I don't really want to have it sitting inside that on those tiles there. I think that just avoids it. Yeah, that's okay. I'll just remove those. Yep, so we'll just place this one around here. Oops, I went around the wrong way. Just avoid those sin tiles. Alright, so we did have one more imp that was sitting back at the front here. Where is he? Oh, maybe he was working somewhere else and just came back over here. He seems to have disappeared again now. Yeah, I don't think we've got anything else just yet, so we'll just go back into staff. And then we've got the set imp, so just make sure that that's the ones we need. Yep, so set imp is what's required there as an operator. And what do we got through here? Loser and a slowpoke. Ah, I'll just get the slowpoke at this stage. Alright, so that one's now just going to go around and get that soul processed, which is actually going to make this one almost sort of like ready to just go straight through the list of everything. So we've sort of got like a big convoluted area where they all get processed and then end up coming back here up into here to be double checked again. So ultimately we want people to end up going through these Omni-Sin Doctors, and if they're low enough, like that one's not low enough, that one there is not low enough as well. They're going to hit here, and if they're low enough to give us heroes, they can then go back out and back through the overworld. Otherwise, they have to be processed again. So we're trying to keep this list here down a little bit. Yeah, so these ones here, their overall sin count is just a little bit too high. So we've got this now set to 35. And no one's really lined up here, but this is good. We've got one line there. So we must have the guy here. I don't know where he is. Oh, he might be at the restroom. That'll be him there. We can just smack him around a little bit. Okay, we've got a couple now waiting for the lust, so we'll just get him back into his position, and he can then just process those two sins. Oh, hang on, that's Pride. Yeah, so we've got Pride here, which was too high. So I've got a few of them now that are just coming back up. But this one, the main one we have, the one that was back up in here somewhere, whichever one was the greedy one, is that one there. It's now hitting a level which is a little bit too dangerous. So I'm going to zap this one. Just so we can process the sins. I just don't want them getting up to the point where they become demonic. So we can. This is how we can just play the God game that way. We did open that. We've got 4 heroes from that one through there, which we can then go and spend as buildings. So that's now been destroyed. This particular location, and we're going to see the other. This isn't started building here just yet. Got a doctor. Don't know what the doctor's doing. Eating stuff? Eating? Yeah. Who knows? So that's another soul that's just come back out. There's the king. King Clovis. Another soul just arrived. Can't grab it. Don't know who that guy is. Maybe he just came out as well, actually. Alright, so they're all now heading off, doing their bits and pieces. We do have bloodshed. That was back over there. That's okay. Copper chest has been opened. Just remove that one. So we're making good money again, which is nice. So we're sort of on top of all of that. We also, the cultists will leave faith coins and things, but I'll just leave them where they are. We'll let them accrue because we don't really need them just yet on the above world. We'll just go back down to hell again and just keep on processing. Now we stopped doing this one. Just bear with this. Let me do this one here. So I'm just going to go and unpause that one there, just so we can get the influence happening through there. I forgot about that. So the saint goes off in here just to be processed. That one, there wasn't enough influence there to warrant getting that one processed back. We've only got 5 cultists again now. These saints sort of wasted in through here. We don't get faith coins from saints. It would almost be worth having that at the very, very start. Yeah, that one's just the greed is now just sort of being processed back through. This one's still a deviant with lust, so that lust will have to be processed. Right, I'll leave them where they are. So a couple more deviants now coming back through. This was our one that we were concerned about. So these are all earning money as they process these guys. So Silas is saying, can we terraform lava into existence? Not really. What we have is we have other ways to create fear. So fear is good for the souls, makes them move faster, but it's bad for the processing of the actual souls themselves, the working buildings. This character has come back out with still got high. This one will just be processed again for lust. Okay, that one's gone through, so this one's under 50. Moved off, and we've got another saint that's come in. We've now got 25 of them. This is a lot of saints. level up in through here. Upgrade trait, simpleton, or no, we'll just go this way here. Get more faith coins. We're going to need them. So another one that's now going back up again. This is how the saints also, there's a chance that every one of these that goes up will become a saint as they sort of make their way up to the top of the tree here. So he'll come charging out of here, over here. There he is. So there's a saint that somehow made its way through. Yes, that one was a saint that was just converted. So we've now got 26. This one here is has just arrived, but he's not a saint. So there is a chance every time they process like this that they come back in as saints. Alright, we'll just go back in again. Our queue here is actually being sorted fairly fast. So we sort of almost need to end up killing a few more humus on the overworld. A warband going to war again. 16 soldiers this time. Now they're just waiting. So there's something else around here. Here we go. We've got a war camp up the top there. And so we've got a lot of soldiers now moved. So a lot of these will die. So I can basically just sort of let this one. These war camps are much more difficult to do anything with. And if we just go back to the barracks, we can sort of see the various groups now wandering off. I don't know if we've got any soldiers. Harvesters, gatherer. So no, none of these guys are soldiers yet. So none of the named characters. So none of these will actually end up suffering in here. So we've got a fair few of them now coming back up. Our objectives are up to 85, so we're slowly getting there. Actually, another building was destroyed. I'm not sure how that happened. Silas has redeemed one. Okay, so Tobias Funk is what the one you want. Okay, Tobias Funk. Oh, is it the name you wanted for the character? Look, in that case, I have to call you Silas because so that I know that you are bannable. So we have to do it that way. So I'm just really going to anyone that's a cultist who is not so I've got a few cultists in here, for example. So we've got Casio Braveheart, lots and lots of hit points in through here. So I'll give you this one here. He is a cultist, and he's a merchant. So this will be the one. So we'll give you this one here. So rename. Is that working? Yes, that's working. V's done. Right. There we go. So so you're now in the map as a cultist, which is currently, I think, preaching. It might have actually, maybe you're inside. You might be sleeping already. Anyway, let's keep it going. Now, we have a lot of money now, so we've sort of optimized things quite nicely now. Got no souls. Only got 21 in hell, so we're processing the salt in hell very, very quickly. And these are, we don't have anything really bad anymore in terms of the, like if we go and have a quick look and see, it's not super dangerous just yet. So when they hit this line here, I sort of kill them off. There's a few of them getting up towards that line now. That's okay. They're all asleep at this point in time. Got another level up. Get the work speed. That's a different one again. So another group moving off to that one. Then we had the other group which was attacking this one here. So if we have a look and see what's actually going on through here. So we've got the this Gwark camp has got six Gwarkers in it. Now there may have been more at the start. There's going to be some. These are going to be much stronger than our guys. We've got some just little Gwarker Raiders which have got 60 hit points, but these guys here have got 180. Now I can try to help, but this is a I can't cast spells inside there, so it's sort of up to these guys now. They're going to cast spells and cause fires. So hopefully we get some kills here. There we go. That shaman's almost dead. That's good. We're losing other units though. That shaman needs to be taken down. So we've got good numbers in here. We have a look at this one here. We've still got 3 Gwarkers there. And we're losing more and more soldiers. And these all count in terms of our objectives. So our objectives are now coming up as they get destroyed. So there's 2 of them in here somewhere. And we are destroying this. So there's no Gwarkers left, and they're sort of like slowly gathering. There's 1 minute 38 seconds before some more Gwarkers arrive, unless they can destroy this. But there's enough soldiers in here to do the destruction. So we just lost another one. Oh, we just got this one, Crush. One of these fell on the Humu, and so we've actually been able to achieve that one now. So we've got a reward chest. We've got 2 of them. Silver chest was awarded to us in there. So we'll have a look at that one, and then we'll just go to the next one as well. Copper chest was awarded for some reason here. Oh, that's the secondary objective, yeah. So we've got the copper chest there for that last objective that we just got. What do we get this time? Some more heroes. We've got 30 now. We've got a lot to spend. And we'll just go back up to this one as well when they do leave there. Where was it? There. So let them get out of the way. So there's a body from the guy that got crushed, which gave us the objective. And we'll just go and zap that one as well. So you get all sorts of different rewards here. That was Purga dollars. So we just picked up some Purga dollars from that one. 5,500. Yep, so we've got that one there. Alright, so things are sort of progressing quite nicely actually with what we're doing here. We're just sort of slowly building up enough before we can let the destruction take part. And what we'll probably end up doing at that stage is literally just letting the demons arrive, so they can then start to. So we'll stop processing sins, but it's still not ready yet. We've got 200. You know, we're getting close. We're getting very, very close now. Maybe we do let it go now. I'll let it go a little bit longer because there's going to be a lot of deaths occurring for all sorts of different reasons. But I don't think I'm going to worry too much now about people on the overworld who are who get up close to being demonic. So I've been killing them off just so we can process their souls, but we won't do that anymore. Wow, we've gone through the whole group. This is all the soldiers now that have arrived from that attack. That one's already pretty pure right from the start. Hildegard Hairy Belly. And straight on up. Got a few others that need to be processed. So still got saints. There we go. That one's just been that soul has just lost its sainthood. These are the ones that are sort of slowly being processed as well. This is actually going fairly well as well. So we are getting rid of the saints. We are saving money here as well. So we're generating a lot. So we can, if we wanted to, open up these areas, like for 5,000. We've got a few different areas in through here as well that we could go for. There's another 5,000 back over here. There's nothing too tricky about what we have. This is sort of randomly generated when we start the game. The actual layout of the map isn't, but the actual but where things are is. So it's got a lot of replay value, this game. So we've got a little bit of a line again now. Well, I wonder if I shouldn't start to kill off a few humus up above. We've got 200 of them now. I sort of thought there'd be other things that would happen, but we've let them run it fairly effectively. They're just waiting. That is now active, isn't it? Yes. We've got 6 cultists though on the overworld. Here comes a doctor that was a saint, slowly sort of whittling away the patients. Another warband. Well, this isn't going to go well. This is going up against the big war camp, the level 3, where there's, what have we got there? 37 walkers. So we're going to lose all of these. I don't know if there's anyone in here that's a named character at this stage. They can sort of change their jobs when they come in. So we've got a couple of deviants. So Xander CP is saying, I'm just starting and I'm trying to figure out what's the point of the Synchron facility is. It says you can block a specific sin on the treated soul, preventing it from ever changing. Have you found a use for it? Depends on the objectives you have. Like there's all sorts of different objectives that you can get. So ours is to terminate the humans. And I can actually almost, if I killed everyone, we're going to then end up winning the game, essentially. So it doesn't count for old age. So depending on what that is, and it would be, there may be something where you need to actually hit a certain level of sin. So there's all sorts of different objectives. Then they can be sort of like, they're a little bit random. Let this one go. There should be another group marching their way across there. Here they come. It's a bit of time. Now these, I'm just going to let these sins now just develop. This one's got a lot of hit points. So this one, Hildebert will, Fat Chicks will end up being a demon. I would guess. A pride demon. Got a fair few souls in here as well. I would love to see the souls turn into zombies as well. That would be good. We now want to get more attacks coming in. I should just let the game manage itself. We're now a little bit too efficient for what we need to do for the objective. think is the highest one. Yeah, there's a couple there that are in their 70s now. So we could end up with a fair few of them coming in. Once that happens, we're going to basically win the game very, very quickly. What are they doing there? Their rangers that are getting ready for another location there. That's interesting. It's a long, long way away. I can push these around and sort of do damage back to these other guys. This is a warlord, 1,000 points. This is why they don't have a hope in hell of doing this. This is just more souls that are going to be killed off. Another saint, we've now got 27 of them. Let's just come back in again. We're really processing these incredibly well. We're making good money. Now, where did all these come from? Heart attack, that was a harvester. Not sure where, like, some of them you'd expect them to be the soldiers from before. Oh, that's, yeah, this is a big influx that just came in.
Yes.
He's just gone up a level.
Let's celebrate.
Just make them hurry up their break times. Process more souls, please. Now we've got 44 heroes. We've got heaps and heaps of these. So what else should we grab? Eventually we're going to be needing to really increase what we have in here. So paper powered, improve the various effects of your spells. So let's go and do that. Make them even more damaging. This is going to then cause all sorts of issues for them. Increase the amount of spells gained when using power shrines. We've only got one that we've actually been able to pick up. I will grab it though. I'll just get an extra spell from those as well. We're down to 23. The Magmine, so throw a volcanic rock which explodes and spreads fire on impact. That's going to be a good one as well. Let's go and grab that. That's 10. Done. Okay, so that gives me another one. Beast of Inferno, so summons Aidhum to your aid. He will defend his position against hostile entities and gather resources nearby. So this is actually something we don't want. This is going to defend the Humus, and we don't want to be doing that one. So we'll leave that one where that is. And how are we going over here? Yep, so this is still just going on with the same old stuff. We're up to 9 cultists now, which is good. We ultimately, once we get enough of them, we can start to order them around. Now we've got a heap of the Humus here. So I really, really want high level. This is now just getting, the greed is now coming right up for this guy here. One of these will hopefully become a demon fairly soon. Yeah, that's our closest one, was the greed demon, because they'll then start to assault the. Just go back up to where we were. Just going from Humu to Humu. Yeah, there we go. That's the one. This is the guy. Come on, change into a demonic force. Now we've got bloodshed. So they're now fighting these. Now that's no, it's still well inside the location where we can't really help them. Now these guys are going to, of course, get destroyed. This one shouldn't really be under any real threat. We need a hell of a lot more armies to be able to take these sorts of things down. So this is all good for us because it's all souls that aren't dying of old age. Now that's actually just come outside the area. I could smash it. But I don't think I'll worry about it. Again, this is all good for me. So they've all been destroyed. How's that going with our objectives then? We're up to 124. Once it, like, if I can just, yeah, we're now getting lots and lots of deviants. It's not really accelerating. 78. God, look at all these saints. What the hell? How did they all come in? Not sure where they all came from. Did you turn on the HIA Bureau Dispatcher again? I think you turned it off before the for the Deviant. No, I did turn it back on. Yeah, that's still processing away. So, yep, that's now active again. Nothing coming through though. Alright, we'll just keep those sort of thumping along. We've got a bit of a line here now, again. So I don't think there's much in here that we really need to be, again, worrying about. Heaps of deviants, so I'm just going to let them sort of now run the course. This one's now inside the danger zone. And we've only got 5 hit points, unfortunately, so his hit points are draining away. Now there's someone greedy going off to do something underhanded. So depending on what their sin is, they'll go and do stuff that is where their deviancy, so it's maybe going off to steal something. You're stealing goods. But other, like Wrath will go and murder someone, for example. So when they turn black like that, that's they're sort of acting on their skill set. These all merchants? Yeah, these are all merchants. I'm not sure where they all were. So we've got a body there. Again, death by heart attack doesn't help us. Okay, it's now finished stealing whatever it was. Now, I don't have enough harvesters, but then we're not going to get to that secondary objective there. Certainly the buildings will be destroyed. I don't have to worry about those. But yeah, we just let the Humus get destroyed here, so we probably don't have very many soldiers left at this stage. Oh, we've got 33. Wow. Another warband heading up this way. Doing what? There's a Walker there. Maybe you're trying to establish something. Again, the more of these that get killed, the better for me. Lots of deviants now. This is good. This is good. Got a few now that are in the danger zone. So the ones with the inverted pentagon are the ones where their deviancy is inside the danger zone. This one here is the one. So Hildebert Fat Chicks is the one that we're going to ultimately be looking at, I think, at this point in time. There's a lot of pride in this group of builders. A lot of deviance. Okay, we're getting up there, 87 now. And lots of hit points, so this one should end up becoming a demon. Now somebody's acting on it, so we've got this guy here. Losevet Foul Belly is protesting. I don't know if that has any real bearing on the others. We're all following her around. Doing whatever they're doing. There goes another one. This one is a lust deviant going to go off and getting nasty with somebody. There goes the king. This one's actually a cultist. They're still protesting up through here. Just watch this guy. Where is he off to? What is he doing? So the builders are on the march. I don't think they'll do any damage up here, in here. They're all following around. They're getting angry. I think our other deviant is, there he is. He's just going to wait for someone to come into the house. Have his way. Up to 92 now. Zap them. No, I don't want. I want them alive now, because I now want the game to finish itself off, and so we can do that just by letting these guys become demons. The more demons we get, the better. Now, so we don't want to be processing their sins. That one's also at 88, 92. So we're getting up there. May have a couple of pride demons.
What? Did I do something wrong?
We'll go that way, just get extra work speed. God, there's so many heroes now as well. We're really processing things so nicely. I didn't realise just what a big impact motivation had on the actual workers. That's a massive turnaround. Like, we were sort of struggling with our finances for so long. And just by changing a few little bits and pieces, it's made such a big difference. When everything is being processed nice and fast. That's really quite cool. What else have we got? Yeah, I won't worry about those. I won't do those either at this stage. And we don't want feeble demons now, we now want strong demons. Still 92, just gotta wait. Now what are we building over here? A church. It's the first church we've got. That means they should have built the, they were going to be building another location, I think. We've got some more chests around the place. Walker's Raid. Okay, so So only one of the 13 units is now ready. This is going to also then cause issues. So we'll sort of watch. I'm going to now help the walkers and everything else to start to do damage. So our points will be spent against our soldiers. So we'll start to try to get this thing run across now. It's 20 soldiers. Where are they? There's a war camp there, but this is not where the raid is going to come from. The raid will be coming from here. So they'll be sort of building up, ready for the raid. Three now ready. Offerings available behind here. So we've got a fair few faith coins that we can just go and grab. But I'll just leave them there. Just let them build up. So we've got another protest going on. Two of them. Now this one here is also 83 now. Let's have a quick look and see again where we're up to. 93, so it's just slowly building up. Whoa, 97, here we go. We're very, very close now to getting a demon. Just a bit more work, just do a little bit more building, and then his pride will then take over. He says he's going to work, so if he does work, pride will then be something he does actually then go and do. Come on, change into a demon. There's another one that was fairly close to him as well. Here we go. This is a Wrath deviant off for murder, in a killing frenzy. Don't kill our guy, thank you. So they're marching back up this way. A lot of saints in amongst that group. So where is he? Oh, that's the murderer. Come on. Going to an idle spot. That's not going to give him pride. Who's the next guy? This one's at 91. They're also just going off to laze around. That's in the daylight. Yeah, we've got a few in here that have now become getting ready to be sort of transformed across. 91. Where's our guy? Yep, so that murderer just killed off somebody else. Got a reward chest back over here from destroying that Gawker camp. Don't think I'll worry about him anymore. Oh, it is silver. Yeah, we'll take it. Okay, more $100. Now, we should have the raid ready as well. No, 11. So it's not quite ready yet. Now, they're getting ready to attack, but the raid is also getting ready to come out as well. So we'll see them arrive fairly soon. And again, we've got no real control over this. think I'll help the walkers now, because we want them in the town destroying things. So let's go and throw one of these in here. There we go, destroyed all of them. That's got us up to 141. There goes a military group coming back. Oh, here we go. We do actually now have demons summoned. So let's just quickly go across. So this was the Pride Demon. So this was the that guy. Now we don't know who it was. This is now Nobilis the Mighty. A Dark Seraph is now sort of going to be moving off. So this one here is going to so it's become a Pride Demon in here. Yeah. So Hildebert Fat Cheeks. Summon a Dark Seraph into the overworld. The demon will send sin spawns raids on the Humu's temple. Its presence also made all Humus vulnerable to its sin. So this is now the sort of the spiral down, which is going to be sort of like the end game for us. Just go and just grab one of those, so I won't worry about them so much. But let's just go back and have another look at this one through here. So he will now disappear from this location. Should do. Yep, so off he goes. So he's now moving to a spare building slot, which is back over here. And so this is now where he is now sort of set up his demonic location. So he's now just going around and sort of just actually he's got a Gawkers there. So the Gawkers were sort of inside his territory. There's a Walker Warlord, which happened to be just there. I don't know if that's probably not a good thing, actually, to be honest. Okay, so they're going to fight each other. Can't get hold of them. I can't reach him. I want to just make sure that his hit points are sort of okay-ish with what he's doing. So this is just bad luck, where they've sort of just come back in. So ultimately, for what we don't want these fighting. We want them. Oh, he's doing okay. He's all right. Yeah, he's ended up just right next to the walkers. Get hold of that one.
You are nothing but a stain, a tiny speck.
Yep, he's getting there slowly. Oh, here we go. This is the raid. So this is the big Walker Warlord coming through now and raiding the village. There's the sawmill that was built that we looked at before. And now we're seeing big numbers. And we'll start to see this one could be the end of everything. It should end up destroying the buildings as well. So we've got 3 of 5. We need 2 more buildings destroyed. And so this is going to smash its way through. These are also now, like this shaman is killing off this. sort of funny because the demon is now, because it's occupied, it's just not going to be able to do much. So it's just killed that one by the looks. That should start to send in pride spawns to attack the village as well at the same time. There's our guys. Where is the big guy? Did they finish him off already? Alright, we've got one more building we have to get destroyed. It will happen, and we've still got a fair few humus to kill off as well. So I won't rush it. I'll just let that sort of build up on its own. It's destroying the war camp that was set up being built here. And then it will create its own spawns. So Big and saying, assume as you get further, the objectives get harder and harder. What's the end game like? As well, this is random. So you've just got keep on getting random things. The actual there's a campaign as well. With I'm not sure how many maps there are in it. I'm guessing maybe 10 or 12 or something like that. So you actually do have a progression there, and I haven't gone through all of those just yet. But there is a lot of the replay value is crazy. This is just a challenge. Here we go. We've now got zombies as well. Great. So this is the spawns. So they have come from this location. Have we got another demon? Yeah, human named Resmelin. Okay, Resmelin. Well, I'm not going to ban you for that because we did need this one to come. But Resmelin is now gone and become this pride demon. So Resmelin is now the pride demon, and this one here didn't have any real issues. So it's actually now been able to send in a group of pride spawns to attack the humus. So it's on the other. Actually, it's on the other side. It's interesting. So we've now got 2 pride demons that we now actually have to deal with. So we'll leave those where they are. This one here, the demon, so demon summoned, I'll just get rid of that as well. And so they are now sending in this little group. Where were they? I thought we could see them running forward. I didn't see it. Oh, there they are. Yeah, these are marching on the temple. So these are essentially, there's 10 of them marching on the temple at this stage. So they're now sort of shambling their way through towards the town. These are easier to kill than walkers. So we've got up to 181 now with the terminating the humus. We don't have that many left to do. We just need to get one more building. We're not going to get the harvester count. So if we were trying to get this gold level as well, like this secondary gold level, we would have probably changed things around a little bit, try to get a king that was going to be more susceptible to that one. Now, what have we got coming in through here? These are, okay, these are various ranges and things to come and protect everything. Well, this is now time for us to, so they're coming in to defend what's going on. Now we'll help the spawns because we want to get this up. Now we've got 2 of these have now been leveled up. So I'll just go with that one there.
Nailed it.
Won't worry too much about what we're doing there. These have each got 90 actually. They're stronger than the basic walkers. So these should end up destroying some of the buildings and things as well, I would guess. Just need one more building to go, and then we've got this secondary objective done. So we're sort of managing now towards the objectives, which is now to kill off the humus. And come on, just finish off a few buildings as well. Yep, so this house is going to go... This will be the one that we end up getting this one here for. There we go, got a balanced civilization. Every type of humu building in the game. Just picked up an objective. One more little crushing thing. These have been crushed under some of the stuff. Come on. Growing atonement crisis as well. So this is these have been damaged. Come on, get this thing down, guys. So we've got war. Yep, being attacked by 8 sin spawn back in through here as well. So this is all sort of happening, but this building should be destroyed. And then we've got an atonement crisis as well. As humans generate sins, this pillar of atonement gets filled. It's now at half power. If you have a look and see where that one actually is, this is actually like an end-game crisis as well, where it can. This one's now sort of accruing power with what it's doing. And we've got another group now of sin spawn coming in our way. Another 10 on the way now as well. So coming from one of the other locations. Coming from the first one, so that's fine. So really just focused on this edge of the township here. Now it's marched away, and I do want to destroy that. I'm going to throw this rock at it. There we are. Bang! That's given us. This is a free one that we end up getting. So I think it's free. So we've got that one now destroyed, which gives us the next secondary objective. So we end up with another objective in through here. I might as well see what it is. No, I won't even bother actually, because I really just want destruction now. Get rid of that. Enemies marching on the temple. Yep, so there's more groups. Now they've hit the walkers on the way through. So they've been stuck. Okay, there was sin spawn in here. Oh, we've got zombies now as well. Because we've got so many souls, they're now rotting away in everywhere else as well. So this is a zombie, which the way that these work is that these actually, so if they left to rot too long in the cemetery, which is now what's happening, we've now got a heap of souls in the cemetery. Some of these will actually get rot. Like if we have a look and see, this is the soul rot level, and so as the soul rot goes up, let's see if I can find one that's got a little bit in there. This one here's got a little bit, for example. Once it gets up to this level here, they become zombies, and we've got 2 of them at this point in time. So we've got one there, and they will then just inhabit. Once the soul has got enough rot, it will then find a dead body somewhere on the map, and now we've got a lot of dead bodies, and they will then sort of come back to life. So in this case, we actually have this zombie attacking this doctor, now being attacked by the military. Coming down, which is good. So there's something else in here. Sin spawn, I think. We're up to 220 now, and this is now burning, so we should see a lot more. Now they're all going to try to get into the water. There's another big group of humans that we can destroy. This one in here, this group in here will just go and start to now cause issues. And start to pick this one up. Now we've got fires spreading everywhere as well. Now we're down to 55. I'm just going to go behind the temple and pick up those faith coins that we had. Oh wow, I've got 28 cultists now. So pick up nearly all of the, yeah, we're up to full again. Which means we can just keep on doing damage. Look at all these people congregating around. Up to 230 odd. They're all on fire as well. Okay, here we go. Full destruction. But this all is now getting closer to our objective. Just looking for big groups of people. Fire is causing issues everywhere. Alright, we're just need 50 more. Start throwing these things around as well, but they're not going to be as effective. Yeah, it's not doing much. Missed. It's hard to control these. No, not really doing any damage there. Got zombies rising over here now. Killed the zombies, but we also get rid of all of those rangers. Okay, 260. Need 40 left. Get some more of this. Might change what the cultists are now doing. So we can now get them to do all sorts of different things. We've got sin propaganda, social purge. Yep, let's just do the generate faith coins now, because we need these to cast more of these spells. So we've got fires raging.
Hello. Did I do
Don't worry too much about those. So we've got a lot of humus back up in here. Lots and lots of things in here. This will then all, like, there'll be a lot of zombies coming out of this lot. Because we can't process that many souls. Wow. Who's that? You're in the wrong spot. Still a lot of hit points. It's in the cemetery. Right, we have to wait for the next day.
you smell that, huh? That's right. Somebody get some water, 'cause I'm on fire, baby.
Get rid of them. 30 to get. There we go. It's gone. Burnt. That one didn't make it either. No, it didn't make it either. Now, the burnt ones can't become zombies. Yep, that didn't make it. There's another zombie. $25 left to get. Go, we're close now. We're so close. Just need to get some more points up. And then just find humans that are congregating and then just do some destruction. Something just collapsed, did it? Lots of sins here. Oh, there we go. Sorry, that was a demon.
Evil everywhere.
So he's actually taken over this spot where there was a house down below it. So another pride demon, and our king has just become a lust deviant, which is then going to cause other issues. So we are in full collapse mode, but this is exactly what we needed right now.
I did something right at
I'm not really worrying too much about what we do through here anymore. Let's keep on going back and having another look. It's now the next morning. Ah, perfect. Three. The cultists there. Well, guys, we need you. And that, guys, is the victory. Finally, success. The temple thrives. Well, not really. So we end up picking. These are basically, I forgot what they're called. So we got prestige points. So we ended up getting 750 from terminating the Humus. Destroyed the Humus buildings. We got 225 from that one, and also crushing 2 of them. We never really got to get to up to 50 of these harvesters. Like these are just Humus that are sort of doing stuff on the land. So we could have, that would have been a hard one to get. Actually, it was actually easier to do this termination ultimately than what we had. I don't know what that one shows. Oh, that just shows who's actually there. Actually, I didn't even look in the end as to who was bannable. Looks like we lost a few other people in all of that carnage that did go on, but that's all okay. 17 days of game time. So we'll just go in across. If we just go now, continue. Yeah, I don't know what continuing is going to do. Yeah, so we can keep on playing. So we'll just go and close the mandate. So this will end the current mandate and let you choose a new one. So we'll just go and confirm. So that was one mandate where we had to do different objectives. And we then have other ones as well, ultimately. So that was success. And that was the amount, like we've played on the amount, that one through there. Next mandate. So the way it then works is, with those prestige points, I can start to spend those on different things. So I can re-roll. I've got 1,000 points now. I didn't have anything before there. So I can now re-roll the mandates. So we now have a situation here where we'd need to, like the main objective would then end up getting 75 cultists. Now, we struggled just even getting 20. So that would be quite difficult to go and do that one. This one here is Survive an Atonement Crisis. That really is end game stuff. That's going to be way too difficult. That would take like a hell of a lot of time. And then we've got Punish Envy for 20,000 points. that's probably ultimately going to be the one that would be the easiest one to do. And then we have different maps that they're then played on. So these are all random. And so they all then lead to approaching it in different ways, which is, and you can always like just do, you don't have to do the finish it off. You can actually stop them at any time and get whatever points you've already accrued. So like we only have to break one sainthood and you get another 50 points. So you don't have to finish them off, which I think is another good way of playing this. Like getting the cultists is probably going to be too difficult, but certainly we could try to end up getting, for example, terminating zombies and have different traits among employees. 15, that's an easy one to get as well. So there's a few easy ones in there. Punish greed deviants and greedologists. So this one here would be to then try to sort of get more greed. Have different traits among employees. Yeah, that's an easy one again. 50 harvesters. We already just had that one there before. Citizens. Yeah, that's have saint rulers. So end up with a ruler that is a saint. That's more luck than anything. But it's actually a really cool game because every single one of these mandates changes the way that you approach the game. But anyway, guys, I'm going to leave it here for today. So I will finish off this session now. So I hope you enjoyed that one. What's the other mode other than challenge? Okay, so there's a couple actually. I'll just go back out. So the challenge mode is the mandates. Sandbox is where you build a random game yourself. You don't get points for that one, but you can actually then just go and build exactly the sort of game that you want to be playing. So you've got like all sorts of different, you've got some presets, but you also then have, you then sort of go into choosing whatever world you want to have or a random world. These worlds all have different sorts of things that happen as well. Like Deadlands is really good for zombies. So if you sort of went through there, actually I'll just click on random, just go confirm. Layouts, there's all sorts of different parameters. You can then sort of go and prop in here, but you don't get the, this is really just a sandbox where you start to then just sort of play on the actual world itself. And then you've got the campaign, which unlocks different maps for you. These are much faster than the mandates. So I'm up to level 5 now at this point in time. So still sort of just working my way through, but these are actually faster to play than the actual mandates. But anyway, it's a really, really good game. Like it's very, very cool game. And so the campaign is more story driven with the way it sort of does work. Anyway, I'm going to leave it there, guys. Thanks for watching, and I'll catch you next time.